Hi, it's Tanya. This is my third process video using the December Hip Kit. What I tend to do with my process is I find my photographs and then I look through to see which ones of the papers I'd like to use. And more often than not, I choose my photo mat first and then the background. And as you see here, I'm going through trying to decide which ones I'd like to use. And I chose this one because, well, I'll come back to it, you'll see. It has blue, it has that navy blue in it, and for some reason my kids tend to wear a lot of blue, and most of the kits that we get, there is a dearth of blue. In fact, you hardly ever see it, and well, I'm terribly excited because the January kit actually does have some blue in it, so that's going to be super nice to use. The photos I'm scrapping aren't anything special. They're just selfies that we took at the beach one day. We decided spontaneously to go down to the beach. I don't really like the beach very much. I know it sounds funny. I live in South Africa. I live in a coastal town, and I don't like the beach. It comes from being dragged to the beach as a child with my parents. My folks are were avid shell collectors, and they just love the ocean and the beach, and as kids we spent a lot of time on the beach, and I am a big sufferer of fever blisters, so every time I would go anywhere near the sun and the sand and the sea, I would come out in fever blisters, which is not attractive at all. So yeah, not a big fan of the beach, but we do go occasionally, and on this occasion what we decided to do was take selfies, as one does. I seem to be having a love affair with branding strips at the moment because they're being put on every single layout I've done in the last three layouts. They're nice. They add a pop of color and yeah, easy to use. A lot of my process is really just putting stuff down and looking at it and thinking, does that work, doesn't it work, and then changing my mind, swapping things around until I think, okay, yeah, that works. So here I'm just gluing down the photo, and then I'm going to decide on a title. I did add those colored vellum Amy Tan stickers to my kit. They're really pretty. I've wanted them for the longest time. These are the new ones. I think she brought out a previous one as well, and never did get my hands on them, but now I do, and yay, I'm playing with them. So my title reads, "Aren't we the best ever?" I don't know. Sometimes you just have to give your titles down because it can be hard thinking up a title. Many times I'll stare at the page and wonder what the heck I'm going to call it. And once again, I'm just fiddling. I have loads of those Amy Tan ephemera die cuts. I bought a packet before I realized we were going to get them in the kit, so now I have doubles of everything, which is great. It's not a problem. One can always use them. I should have realized, though, that Kimberly puts the best stuff in her kits, and so I should have been a little bit patient and just waited a little bit. But I didn't. Anyway, I am now just thinking maybe I could put a rub on there, and in hindsight it doesn't look too bad there, but I decided, nah, I'm not going to do it. I have those wood veneer pieces. I don't know if it's on here, but I actually did color them with the spun sugar Tim Holtz Distress Stain. I already had that in my stash. I didn't get the color add-on. Oh, there we go. I did include a little bit of it. It didn't really do much to it. It just changed its slight color. I thought, that blended a bit more than the stark wood. I then figured I'd add the finishing touches by using those Avalicious puffy stickers. Once again, I did hum and haw as to what the right color would be and which one I wanted to use, and some of those hearts got put on and taken off and put on and taken off. All things were so confused. It's the joy of being a little indecisive and also not knowing what looks good until you've tried everything. See? One little heart. But I did actually end up with the first one that I put on. Go figure. I clustered a couple of those stars and dots at the top there, trying to decide what looked good in a cluster of 3. And then again, trying to decide what color looked better. Actually, that black really doesn't go. It's sort of like the only thing you look at when you look at the layout was that little black dot. So, when I showed the title to the layout, my daughter, or the youngest one, went, "Sure, Mom, sure." So I had to add that in. I figured I'd add splatters as the finishing touch, and I always do it in a box because I just can't do ink misting or splatting very well. But when I turned to go to my box, that is what I found. So I figured couldn't disturb poor little kitty. And here's a quick close-up of the final layout, and thank you for watching and have a great day. Bye!